Hello! Wait, we changed clocks today? Is that why? Did we lose an hour of something today? Hold on a moment. Was that today? What's it called again? We lost an hour? Oh. Is that why I feel like today's been flying by? What is it called? Daylight savings? Daylight savings. Is that today? Fuck me, dude. Oh, it was. That is why I feel like we lost an hour. I didn't even realize. Give me back of the hour, bro. For real. What's up, Adam? How you guys doing? Hi, everybody. Okay, because I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I woke up, it was 9:50. And I was like, there's no way I slept in an hour. Because normally, like on the weekends, I get up at around like 8:30. But today I decided, because it's been a long weekend. So I decided to sleep in a little bit. But damn, I had no clue. Oh, well. I mean, it explains a whole bunch now.
Hey, Alex,
RV,
got a bounce.
thank you very much,
have
man.
Have a good stream.
You too, bro. Have a good day. I know you got to bounce now, but you better have a good day, bro. Thank you so much for the support, bro. We changed in like 3 weeks, so you're streaming an hour early for the next couple of weeks. I guess that's kind of better for you, Dream. I'm not sure. Is that better? Any news on the 2026 Sonnet refresh? I'm still waiting for a singular part, and then we can decide when we're doing the streams for those. I'm not sure when those are coming in, though. It's still snowing. Well, there's still snow on the ground. I think I just forgot to change it today. It's actually beautiful outside today, but I don't know if I'm going to go and enjoy it. I think today I have a lot of work. A lot of things to catch up on. Actually, it's going to be a good stream today. A little thing about today's stream, though, guys, is I'll mention this again later, is I don't actually have a lot of information about the Sensy Seal80. I have when it's getting released. I don't have all the color schemes. Unfortunately, like, I wasn't given a lot other than this is when the board's releasing, and here is a little bit of the color schemes. You can give me info? Nico, do you have the info? Like, can you DM it to me? I did ask, but no one really gave me a whole lot of information. Super secret key. Oh, the keyboard I'm using today is the Pangea Mini. Thank you, Niku. That actually is so helpful. Yeah, I DM'd like 3 people over the weekend just because the stream was coming up. This was kind of a last minute throw together stream, and no one messaged me back. So, did they tell you if it's a keyboard or not? No, not even. Yeah, I wish someone gave me that Z Frontier page then. This is very helpful. I guess the pricing could be different though, huh? Pricing could be a bit different. Do they have pricing on this? I guess not, huh? Okay, maybe not. The colors are amazing. They have? I don't see the pricing, do you? Price. Oh, no. I guess I mean like American pricing, like, because that might be like that. How much is that into USD? So that's $360, but it could be more expensive because of. Is it going to be the same? I mean, that's good to know. That's really good to know. Let me see. Where's the image with their? You said there's an image with pricing? I don't see an image with pricing. Am I going crazy? Probably a bit more. Okay. Well, we'll just say roughly $360 to start. Could be more. Jishi, thank you very much for the tier 1. Thank you. This is the update post. Oh yeah. I don't see anything with pricing there. They changed some things mid CNGB. Oh, okay. Hi everybody. How are you guys all doing today? Everyone doing good, I hope. The GOAT is online. Y'all too kind. What board is this? The Pangea Mini. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like it? I don't know. I think it turned out really, really fun. Unfortunately, my artisan just keeps falling off here, so I just kind of gave up on it. I said, screw it, dude. I said, not worth. Yeah, I saw some of these photos on their website. Man, the board does look great. All right, so I guess let's just jump right into it because we'll have tons of time to discuss personal stuff. Just to jump right into the stream today, we're doing the Seal80. The Seal80 has been... I've been kind of hyped for this one here. I'm not going to lie. Like, I saw some of the initial photos a little while ago, and some of the colorways that I've seen in some of the photos. Like, I haven't seen all of them yet. I actually have never seen the Z Frontier page yet. But it is so much fun to look at. I am so excited. So we can take a look at everything here today. But I think we got a cool colorway in. I'll double check though. Topper and EC is basically the same thing. Oh, for like pricing wise? By the way, just a little disclosure. Unikeys actually sent this over today. So Unikeys is helping sponsor the stream today by just providing us the keyboard. Really appreciate it to them. I think we get to keep it. We'll most likely give it away once we're done working on it, but just a disclosure, they did sponsor the stream. Nothing's gonna change in terms of my thoughts or opinions, and if there's something wrong with the board, I will tell you guys. And you guys will see, because this is a live stream. So, random question, would you like to use the MX Master for games? No. This is not comfortable for playing games. Can you see YouTube chat? Of course I can, my papa. So I guess let's look at the Keycaps together then, shall we? And then we'll jump into the board afterwards. You want to do that? Honestly, so weird, because this Keycap does not pull up either. Also, from a perspective of trying to find information on this board, some people call it the Seal80, some people are calling it the Seal TKL. It's kind of annoying and frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. So, would be nice if we could, just decide on one name. Here is the Seal80 by Sensy. It is very pretty. They did have their Seal 100%, if you guys remember, the full-size one. That was beautiful as well, and I think it did pretty well. And I think this is it right here. We got some weird colors of this one here, if you guys remember, but it was very pretty. Very pretty. And then we have a whole bunch of, I guess, new colors, which we'll take a look at here. We have the structure of the keyboard, which is either going to be a rubber gasket type thing, as well as like a top mount, or I guess it's maybe all top mount. No, I think it is all top mount. I don't know if they've changed anything there. I'm not sure if they sent the really thick PCB or the plate with us today. I haven't actually opened this up yet, but we'll see, because they did have a 4mm plate, or I guess a 4mm plate, which honestly I'm kind of excited to try if they did send it over. We have win keyless, and I believe there's also a win key version too. We'll double check. Let's see. We have our PCB. So there is going to be a solder only PCB, and I believe I did see someone else use a hot swap PCB. Yeah, here's a hot swap. So they have an EC PCB, a hot swap PCB. I guess let's look from the top here. So we have a Cherry MX plus ALPS solder PCB, which is low-key kind of rare these days to get an ALPS PCB included with things. Kind of nice that they have this. It looks like layout support here is fantastic. Can't complain. Is only a fixed bottom row though, so it is what it is there. Which is kind of odd to see on a solder PCB. So maybe this will only come in win keyless then. Then we have an ALPS PCB only. Again, pretty cool. And then we have a Topper, or Topre, whatever you guys want to call it. We have electrocapacitive PCB. Again, pretty based, I'd say. And then we have a Cherry / I don't know why they're calling it soldering end hot swap. I would assume maybe this is just maybe they're just going to offer non-ALPS as well as just a Cherry MX. There's a lot of PCB options for this. Plus you get a hot swap. So if the hot swap is all these options as well, fantastic. You can't complain.
You friendly stream.
Israel, thank you very much for the Prime for 2 months. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Here are the colors. We have silver. We'll talk about the aesthetics once we actually open it up. Classic, can't go wrong. We have this fantastic red. I don't know why they're saying with cherry vintage black switches. Like, I don't think it matters too much. And then we have the orange one. Dude, this little accent on this orange one is so pretty. I can't zoom in further, but that is really pretty. Damn. We have a green. This is a nice green, actually. The other photo kind of hits more, but... Alright, that's a nice green. That is a very pretty green. Yes, all these should be real pictures, yes. Then we have... What are they calling this color? I don't even know. Ching? I don't know why this is called Ching. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's more like a pastel green, I guess? Is this pastel? Jade? Yeah, more like a jade. Yeah. We have blue. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I don't like this color one bit. This is like too vibrant of a blue. This is gonna be the weirdest thing to pair with. Oh, bro, I hope they did not send this blue, bro. I do not like this blue one bit, but it's okay. The blue's too blue for me. We have, what is this, purple? You know, it's a pretty purple. Again, a very vibrant purple. Usually when we get purple boards, they're like a deeper purple. This is very, very like saturated in a lot of ways too. I don't mind this though. I think this will be easy to pair with things. We have brown. Oh, this is my favorite one so far. The brown's nice. Dude, the badge on this one, really pretty. I really like the badge on this guy. Then we have vintage gray. This is an e-coating, I think. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty. This is like a stone kind of color. I don't mind that. Sparkle black. I'm curious. You know, I'd be really curious from the side of sales for a lot of the more popular boards, how well sparkle black coatings sell. I really don't know how well they sell. I feel like they always get listed and then people don't buy them or whatever. Oh shit. We have, what is this, a polycarbonate version? I mean, the caps on this are actually pretty cool. Whatever they used here. Slothy, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. The PC version is pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have some different weights. We have a brass weight, brass patina, stainless steel with the machining marks. Well, a whole bunch of stuff here. We have a copper raw. The copper raw is dope. And then we have a 1.5 millimeter aluminum plate. It comes in different colors. We have the 4 mil PC ABS plate. Really hoping we get this guy. I've been kind of low-key kind of into these lately, these thicker plates. I really like them. Then we have a 4 mil PEI plate. Actually, I kind of hope we get the 4 mil PEI plate. We did this in the Smoke 65, if you guys remember, and I really liked it. Ooh, do you get to customize this on their page as well when you buy it? Hello, Fleddy. How you doing, man? Thanks so much for 5 months of being here. What do you guys like? What's your favorite one so far? I'm not gonna lie. I guess this is Westinghouse Micarta. This orange one, that's gorgeous. The glow white also looks dope. Actually, all these are dope. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder how much the Damascus ones are gonna be. The rainbow glow waves is kind of cool too. It reminds me of like a candy. I've run into an issue of accent pieces like this limiting your keycap choices. 1000%, if you guys want my advice, just get the most basic color, being probably the brass patina. If you guys are into this board, just get that one there. Then we have our badges. You can kind of mix, oh dude, I have to say the Damascus TI badge looks fucking sick. But you can mix match these. I guess they don't have to be like the other ones. Touching titanium Damascus will discolor and dull instantly. This is just gonna, well, I mean, if it's clear coated, it should be fine, GG. We don't know if these are clear coated or not. They're probably clear coated. I don't see why they wouldn't be clear coated. GG, you gotta stop with the no in caps, bro. I don't know why that fucking shit pisses me off, dude. Clear coating removes the effect. I don't know. Then I'm sure they thought of a way. They're not gonna sell you something that just like diminishes over time. Wait, I have Damascus stuff. It's fine. I've touched it a million times. I've literally used the Damascus keycaps I have. Yeah, I do. And then what else do we have here? Other bits and pieces. Let's see. The bridge arch remains, plus the trim above the added arrow keys, some kind of meaning like front to back, call and response. Regarding the PC option, it's pointless to hang on to force brakes, so remove the buffer with 2 copper AF bars. I don't know what any of this means. We'll have to open it up and find out, I guess. We found uncomfortable hollow feel generated from Smoke 65 spacebar area due to too much layout options. So we canceled, oh here it is. We canceled the 6.25U option in the Seal80. Interesting. So I'm wondering if that was due to the plate supporting the 6.25U, or if that's supporting maybe the extra like holes in the PCB. Interesting is all I gotta say. All right, and then this is what you get into the box. So pretty standard. You get a whole bunch of different blocks for different feels here. There's the bottom of the board. We'll go over that here. Do they not have pricing here? I guess we have to wait for pricing. I think the other link that I was sent had some semblance of pricing. Let's see. Did this have pricing on it? Just so you guys know, if you guys are watching this back, I think we did the conversion. It was roughly $360. I don't know the final pricing because this could change depending on what the vendors are like importing this at. So just take this whole next section. Is it on the bottom? Where? Did they make a new link? Bro, I don't see pricing. I don't see anything, guys. Where? At Monarchies, they said it'd be 380 to 400. Okay. So yeah. So again, maybe at the very low part, we're doing like 360. Someone asked the question on the last post. We're confirming prices of vendors expected to be 350 to 400. Okay. So again, we don't know. Just so we are all on the same page here. We don't know the pricing quite yet. This could change. This could be way more. This could be like way less. I would say I'm a little shocked on how this one here is going to be a bit more expensive. I feel like how much was the Seal 100% keyboard? I feel like that was a little cheaper, wasn't it? I don't remember the Seal full size. But I do feel like this is going to be... This has to impress me for... Was that $460? I don't remember. I feel like it was cheaper. I feel like this is going to have to impress me for this price at the moment. Right now, though, I will say the design and all the materials you get with this, I'm happy with how it looks. This is going to have to like really, really like stand out. When I open the box, it has to really stand out here. Again, I don't know if I got everything in the box today just because this is a prototype unit. So if there's things that like, you know, they said that were supposed to come with and it's just not in here, like maybe they didn't send me all the gaskets. I think they said there was going to be some stuff missing in this. Just don't hold it against them. All right. Seal full size with cheapest options is $450. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about because I know it did start around like a cheap-ish price. All right, let's see. What do we have here? This is the PCB? Okay. Is there anything else in here? Oh, shit. Where's the plate? Maybe I should have opened this. I only got this in the other day, so... Oh, it's the PC one. Oh, shit. This looks good. That is really, really good looking. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this stuff is in the case. So it looks like we're fine. Visually, this is impressive. I really like the way this looks. Damn. Yeah, I do think the badge is really good looking. The badge has a bit of dimension to it. It's kind of arched upwards. That's really cool, actually. Let's see. That's cool. The PC version does look really good, too. I love how you can see that copper piece they were talking about in like the configuration aspect. You can see it through the PC. That does look good. I like the machining path that they used for this. I do think it makes the weight look really, really interesting. Oh, my camera hates this. I mean, Kaiju would be a great choice for this. The badge is really pretty on this too, I have to admit. It almost glows on its own. I think this is just an aluminum plate, guys. I don't think this is anything too crazy. Although, it might be stainless steel. I'm not sure. I have to open it up and really feel. Oh, man, I hope the cherries are a good pair for this. We'll see. But yeah, here's the side profile. I mean, in PC, it's very visually interesting. I would say if this is done in aluminum, this is going to be a very, very standard looking side profile. It is your standard box on wedge. There's nothing too crazy about this. To look closer, again, very standard, slight curve, but you can barely notice it. Maybe a bit more apparent on the aluminum. I would say, again, very boring on the side profile here. The back of the board, the bottom rather, looks really good. I have to admit, this looks really pretty. They did a good job here. The back of the board, the little arch showing off the weight, extremely, extremely nice. Really like that. We have a hidden USB-C hidden underneath the lip, which is pretty standard for these box on wedge kind of designs. It does, this board's hot in PC. And then we have the front, which we'll have to double check the front height here. It looks to be around 18, I'd say. Not too crazy of a front height, which is good. And then the top of the board, I actually think this badge area is extremely pretty. I like the way this kind of, you guys can see it kind of props up here as well as arches down. That is a super cool look. It gives it a lot of dimension. I'm sure, again, what we saw in the aluminum photos, this will be a lot nicer looking in aluminum. But for the PC version, this is really pretty. Yeah. I really like the fact that you can see so much through the case here too. Pricing seems to be, they said $350 to $400. Who knows? This could be a little bit different. I'm talking US dollars, so I guess we'll wait and see. It doesn't launch until the 20th, by the way, so. I didn't read anything about win key versus win keyless, but it does seem like it's going to be a fixed bottom row. Gingy, I have no clue if there's threaded inserts in the PC case. We haven't even opened it yet. It's hard to tell. PC was expensive for CNGB, which makes sense, and just as a little thing when it comes to PC cases, polycarbonate's always going to be a little bit more expensive. It's rare that it's in line with the aluminum counterparts. Polycarbonate has a higher failure rate. It's just tougher to properly machine this. So we'll see. I hope the renders, or I guess the photos they took, are accurate and we get a WinKey version as well, because that'd be nice. I'm hoping. Is the badge a must? Like the badge on the back? I didn't see any options without. So I think we do have to get this badge. But there's some more subtle options of it. Plus, I think this kind of makes the board. I don't know. I feel like this adds to it. All right, let's take a look at this PCB. Let's see. We have a solder PCB today. So I guess this is the Alps compatible one. Yeah, I'd say a pretty standard fare. Like, I'm happy with everything on here. No quarrels. This is the super compatible one with everything on it. They did say that if you don't want all the options on this, they are offering that too. I don't know how this will affect pricing, depending on which PCB you get, by the way. So depends on how you want to build this. I will give this board credit, if you guys were interested in hearing my opinion on this. I do like the fact that this has a crazy amount of support for different ways to build the board, not just an MX. I think that is super great for people who want to explore more of a high-end option for this board in particular, for tons of different things to build it. So yeah, and I'm with Hash on this from YouTube here. He said the EC variants got me interested. I think if you're doing EC, if you anything basically that's kind of non-standard and shying away from MX, this might be a very good premium option to finally look at for people who are interested in that. There is an internal weight as well. I don't know if that's part of the weight underneath, but I see a little bit of a weight peeking out here. Well, I guess I have to open this up now to get this plate. Let me go fetch it. How do solder and hot swaps PCB compare in price? Usually hot swaps, from what I've seen, hot swap usually is about $5 more, but anything more than $5 in some cases, I feel like it's not correct. I don't know. The sockets themselves aren't that expensive. My camera hates this right now. Let's just go to the side view. But is there any chance the 6.25U stabs versus 7U stabs different in terms of sound. I've been fighting stabs my whole day now and just figured out 7U is metallic ticking. Are you sure it's the stab and not your keycap, Camille? It could be a keycap option or a keycap thing. Also, I really, really appreciate this has exposed screws in the back. Thank you. So what I would check, Camille, is try doing this saran wrap trick. Oh, you already said you did that, actually. I just read the end there. Check if your spacebar is warped. Check a different spacebar. I mean, the alternative, if you're doing Type Plus, dude, you could also be... I mean, I hate to say this, but like you could also be overlubing and not realizing. If you're really running into ticking issues, it also could be the switch. Make sure the switch is properly seated. You know, that's another thing you should always check. You know? 7U is longer, so maybe it's being affected by a mounting point. It could also be a mounting point. It could be the keyboard itself just has a little bit of a ping when it comes to a 7U. Maybe there's something like hitting somewhere. I don't know if this is the aluminum plate. You know what? This kind of does look like stainless steel. I have no clue. Here's the copper pieces on the inside over here. This is such an interesting finish on the inside. I don't know how to properly describe this to you guys, but it is like... Is this just a sheet of some sort? I think it is. Oh, it is. Hold on. Oh, it's a sheet. Interesting. Okay. So here's the bottom of the board here. So I think this is part... Actually, no, it's different, is it? I think this might be a separate piece on the inside. We have the daughter board. It looks like a universal daughter board on the inside there, which is, thank you for that. Very big, thick weight on this guy. Awesome. Very, very cool. I guess this piece here, if we just kind of wanted to leave it in here, that's fine too. Although, it doesn't really fit that well. So whatever this piece is, it's hard to show you guys here, but it does not fit well. I feel like you really have to push it in, but it kind of bubbles up. So whatever this is, they need to get it properly fitted. I don't know if you're supposed to, I mean, that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I do not think this middle sheet fits very well, whatever this is supposed to be. I might not use this because it feels like it's bubbling up in the center and could affect things. Was it fitted before you took out? No, it was lopsided. It was like this when I took it out. Like, lopsided like that. Unsure. But this is not fitting like super, super good. If anything, just make this a bit smaller, whatever this is supposed to be. Let's just move this to the side for now. All right, let's take out this too. Another little note that I'll give them props for here is so far everything's using the same bit. I do see Phillips head screws for these. I really hope that goes away. There is metal inserts on the PC. So for people interested in the PC variant, we do have metal inserts. But these Phillips head screws are a no-go for me. I really don't like high-end options that use Phillips heads. If you guys are wondering why I don't like Phillips head screws, it's because they are the easiest screws to strip, and then your premium product doesn't feel so premium. But again, I'll chalk this up to being a prototype. Perhaps they'll change it, but just keep that in mind. I don't think this is a part you'll probably change very often, just as like a, I don't know, nicety, I suppose. All right. Actually, no, I think this is aluminum. Yeah, this is aluminum. This is too flexy to be stainless steel at this thickness. Cool. And I also don't know which kind of top gasket thing this is. I guess we'll have to figure it out later. All right, let's move this to the side. Actually, let's put this here. It's fun to look at. Fun fact, in the Envoy video, you were wondering if Keykobo Retro Mix Light sounds different from GMK. They're a bit brighter? Oh, cool. Did you pick them both up and compare, or? All right. Yes, nice. Doing a little experimentation. All right. Stargaze and Kikobo. Kikobo sets are nice. I do wish Kikobo didn't have... I feel like they did increase their prices sort of recently. I do wish they didn't do that. I told myself this year I would exit the hobby, but so many good keyboards. Gerhern, Eclipse TKL, and now this. Yeah, like, how are you guys feeling about the pricing so far? I'm gonna be honest, like, so far I'm happy with the keyboard presentation. Like, I hope this sounds really good too, but I do feel like if this ends up being around even $380, I'll be happy enough, I suppose. It's just tough, and we have to consider the market right now as well. Like, there are crazy TKL options at half that price. Almost. Little more than half. The one thing I will say this has going for it right away, though, is the PCB customization. So I think that's maybe where some of that premium pricing is going into. Why does the PCB come with those snap-off parts? You know, I've never really... I can't give you a good answer there. I have no fucking clue. A lot of companies still do that. I don't really like it because as a criticism to like brands when they're shipping out stuff like that, see the mouse bites over here? They're never going to be like super duper flush. And then, by the way, do not do this. But then sometimes like on certain keyboards, like this will interfere with things and you're kind of forced to like sand this off. This is fiberglass. Do not do that. Yeah, just don't. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's bad for your health. All right, let's get some stabs set up. You can do some screw-in Type Plus stabs. Yeah, it's not snowing. I keep forgetting to change it. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, it's real bad. Do not do that. Totally, I agree, Gork, and that's why I said sometimes you're kind of forced to. And it's why I don't really understand why companies still proceed to do the snap-off PCB things. I get it somewhat for protection, but like, how much are you really protecting the edges? Like, what does it matter? We're kind of forced to do 7U, yeah. This only has a 7U option. Alrighty, let me get my lubricant. Let's do some stabilizers. Got this. No thick plates today? I know, I'm a bit bummed. The thick plate option was very appealing to me because of the Smoke 65. I was very much looking forward to it. Pretty please make a zoom. I need to learn. Oh, I can show you what I'm doing. Here, let me. So, I mean, I'm not really doing anything special lubing these though, guys. Like, this is how I normally lube stabs. So I get a little bit of lubricant. You don't have to add a lot here. You can go a little heavier than what I just did. Like, here, I'll just show you a little heavier. I'll make this the spacebar stab. I just use kind of like, if you get a little too much on the bottom, just use your thumb to wipe it off. Grab your stem for the Type Plus, your corresponding stem. Slide it in. I pull through. I grab a bit more lube. Not a lot this time, like only that much, I would say, if it's gonna focus for us here. And then I just go around the edges one time. You can go like, you can just make sure they're evenly coated, but I just like to make sure everything's like evenly coated. Repeat for the other one, and then you just keep going. Pricing for me, I can see how easily I can see how it can easily balloon considering if you want to have some variety. I agree. And I wonder what the top price configuration for this is going to be. Again, if it can stay around $400 for like the top end configuration, excluding EC parts, I would be a very happy camper. I feel like that's fine considering more premium units cost, I would say, around that price anyways. But again, we have to, like, we can't be ignorant to like saying, oh, well, you know, like that's just the price of things. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of competition right now. Who's the vendor for this? There's many vendors. It's on the Keycaps page. I'll read it out here in a second. Now for Type Plus, all I do is grab, I would say, a healthy amount of lube. Probably going to grab more here. Now, all you really need to do is like here, like a standard one. I think we even need technically less than this, but you don't need a lot for this, by the way. You really don't. So it's literally like that much lube I'm putting on. This is $1,500. No, this is not $1,500. Wait, where are you reading that it's $1,500? I mean, I hope this is not $1,500. I would say if this is $1,500, this is a pass. But it's not. Have you tried the 4 wrap stabs? Oh, who's making those again? All right, and now you just put these in. That's one. Dielectric does not work for Type Plus. I mean, you can, but you need to put such a small amount. Type Plus has a very and then you do a little bit of lube there and a little bit of lube here with your brush, whatever's remaining. Type Plus is very like sensitive to lubricants, so I would say just be careful. Oh, did I use the wrong wire? I fucking did. Damn it. I will have to redo the wire here. Keck W for real. Hi Mikey, how you doing? I saw that BC is... Wait, what happened? Is going to stay on daylight savings time indefinitely starting today? Huh? That's so confusing. Why are we doing it here in Ontario then? One annoying thing about Type Plus steps is like removing the stabilizer wires. Alright, let's put this to the side. Let's do that again. Daylight savings is canceled? That's weird. What is your preferred way to lube springs? You can use oil, like occasionally for clients I will use the GPL 105 oil. So you can use this. But honestly, when I do personal switches, like these were a personal batch I did today, all I'm doing, man, is grabbing the lubricant and putting a little bit on the top and the bottom, and then I swipe once through the center. With more, I guess, like the springs that I use, or you can call them like more premium springs, I feel like I never need to sit there and like oil them up. And I almost kind of prefer just doing it myself, you know? Like I almost prefer it. Once I did oil, I can't go back. The brush just eliminates a whole step for me. I will say though, if you guys are interested, it is faster just to do it with the oil. But for some reason, I like doing it by hand. That's it. Result-wise, I feel like it's the same. Do whatever is easier and makes you feel better. That is all. That is all. What does spring oil do? So sometimes when you press down on a spring, it can kind of do this like crunchy effect. So spring oil and like oiling them should help eliminate some of that crunchy noise. But again, some more like, again, higher end springs, you probably won't really need that. Seal80, I'm curious about it as a Cloudline vibe. I think the accent is very Cloudline vibe for sure. But alright, while we're doing stabilizers, how have you guys been? Yesterday was like, that was a long day yesterday. I'm super drained. We kind of like did friend stuff yesterday, which we haven't done in a while. And I don't know, man, maybe I thought of myself different, but at one point I thought, oh yeah, I can be social all day long and my battery won't run out. Fuck no, I can't do that. I don't know why yesterday my battery was on like 20% when I started off the day. I don't know if I'm just like bad at being social now, but it is a lot of energy it takes out of you. It is a lot of energy. And then I did Olge maybe, and then I was doing research because, dude, I want to get a nice like table lamp. But then I started researching like what lamp that I want. The options are overwhelming. I had no idea so many varieties of nice lamps existed, And now I'm in decision paralysis of what the hell to buy. So, I don't know what to get. Budget, not super high for a nice table lamp, but I just need something to help light up the room when I don't want to use like the big lights, you know? Plans fell through on Saturday morning and I haven't recovered. Like in a bad way they fell through. Get a Sonos speaker lamp? They make those? How much are those? Wait, that sounds sick. Does it sound really good? I did not say rum, bro. Love my light at rum? Listen here. Honestly, I had a horrible day, and when I got home, I was so happy when you were streaming. Oh, thank you, Levi. I hope we get to brighten everyone's day today. Should be a nice day. I'm curious about these stabs. I'm afraid I might try them when I buy the classic TKL. You just need to be patient lubing these. That's all. Just be patient. If you're patient doing Type Plus, you will get it. Good the stream today. Good the stream is today as I can finish modding Milky Yellows with TX springs and foam films. Yes, I only ever lube the stems on any Switch. Honestly, man, it's a waste of lube to do everything and then it sounds squishy as fuck. It's so bad, dude. Did you ever visit thrift stores? I always find it's a good way to try new stuff out. Dude. Okay, I have a story for you guys. Friday after I was... was it yesterday? I don't remember. It was I think it was yesterday, actually. I passed by a thrift store, all right? And I peeked inside, and the thrift store had really cool, like, lamps, and also I saw, like, some other cool, like, pieces of furniture. And they had one of the price tags sticking out. And they even had one of the tags of, like, the brand of the lamp that it was. I don't remember what the brand lamp was, but it was an older piece. And they wanted like $150 for this lamp. I quickly Googled it to see how much the lamp was actually worth, and it was worth $165. And you can find it pretty much brand new for $165. The thrift store, because it was used, wanted $150. I almost feel like thrift store prices these days, depending on where you go, obviously, is just not worth it. It literally is. Basically, people are just eBay Googling stuff and listing at prices and what they see on last sold for eBay. So I'm personally getting a little drained of like the thrift store, I guess, environment for things. It's not as fun as you think. Even clothing is just not it anymore when you go into thrift stores. Like, you're paying pretty much brand new prices. And then I actually went to Salvation Army last week to see if they had anything just cool that I can pick up. Because, like, you know, be real with you guys, like, I can't be dropping, like, brand new prices on everything that I, you know, want to pick up. And, like, I don't even buy a lot of stuff. But even Salvation Army, man, like, I was looking through some of the clothes, you know, like, $30-40 for a pair of pants. I feel like that's brand new pricing if I just go to, like, Winners or something. And that is literally brand new pricing. No, there's stuff within walking distance, Adam, so I just walked. But yeah, it's just like, what am I doing? They sometimes have good deals on things, like old cups and stuff. Like, if you need those will sell for $1 each, which is fantastic. But like on clothing and little pieces of furniture, it's just not worth it, dude. Yeah, I feel like garage sales, but I mean, like, I have not even seen a garage sale in the last little bit, so it's crazy. Was trying to find a used new 3DS console. Pretty much everyone in the aftermarket is selling it for more than it's worth. Yeah. So I think, and I agree with someone said thrift stores have kind of lost their meaning. I agree with that. I really do. I don't think it's super fun thrifting anymore. You don't find fun deals, and I don't know, man. It's just not a fun vibe. So that's why I'm just trying to, if I'm going to buy something and they want regular price anyways, I'm just going to go find the thing that I want and try to find a sale, and that's it. Second time watching your stream, and it's awesome. Just watched your stream playing Minecraft, waiting for my Neo 65 and Tofu 3.0. Ooh, you got the Tofu, and you got a Neo? Damn, you got to tell us which one you like more, Gaming Squid. That's going to be the question of the ages there. The thrift I go to is run by a local church, so I've never seen price gouging like that. I'm sure there are still thrift stores like that exist, but at least here in the city, like, I've yet to find one, dude. Even Goodwill's like kind of expensive. You got a Wacom tablet for $10? That's crazy. I always pass by the keyboard section though in some of the thrift stores to see if there's like an old mechanical keyboard that I can steal the keycaps and switches off of. Like after I buy it, I don't mean steal it from the thrift store. You guys know what I mean? But yeah, there's never anything. I've only ever seen old Dell membrane keyboards, and I did see one time a Corsair keyboard, but it was in real bad shape. Really bad shape, dude. I saw Gatoron Oil Kings on Vinted for 30 euros. How many do you get? That feels kind of expensive. Wait, why is Oil Kings on Vinted? Are they not available anymore? That sounds a little bit expensive, actually. I'm kind of doing the mental math right now. Yeah, I guess they're Unk. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't plan on visiting any more thrift stores in my area. I'm done with checking. There's never anything that's fair priced. So I have a feeling they're going to go out of business in the next few years, man. Oil Kings, sound-wise, was disappointing to me. I think Oil Kings are hit and miss. You have to really be into the sound signature of Oil Kings. They are a bit hit and miss. Speaking of Neo, my 75 comes in this week. Ooh, is all the Neo stuff shipping? That's very exciting. How do you go out of business using disabled people to sell free stuff? What do you mean, Ava? Well, I mean, dude, okay, let me tell you this. I honestly think that's good to his business model. I honestly think less people are buying things from these stores. Because when I used to go in like years ago, Avo, people would be like tons of bags buying things. Now, with Goodwill and Salvation Army and doing all these things, like, yes, I know they're donated or whatever, they're given, whatever. I honestly don't think people are buying what they used to do, and like the stock is just sitting there. So I really don't see it being like, I don't know, for anything. I think people still go to the Goodwill bins. I don't know. Like I said, I just went to 2 of them and the prices were insane, and I walked out with nothing, and I probably would have walked out with a few bucks worth of stuff. Hi Alex, ended up building a Zoom Dyna yesterday, and the cork/brass plate combo was a whole new experience. Cork's interesting, right? How much does the length of a spring contribute to a switch's feel and sound? Actually a lot, dude. Long springs have a more snappy feel. In terms of sound, I feel like you'll get a snappier sound, but I feel like that's kind of like dependent on the switch too. So you get some frames? I've never seen glasses or anything like that. Or do you mean like picture frames? Which frames are we talking about? Flows, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you, dude. Oh, picture frames. Well, I don't know, Adam. You know, as a glasses wearer myself, sometimes I just think of my own frames, you know, on my face. Actually, I don't think my local places have any cookware stuff. I don't think so at all. I've never seen cookware. That would be cool to find like an old cast iron pan or something for like $1 or $2 and just clean it up. Never seen that personally. Do we need one more? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do. Ours is huge and has a giant aisle for them. The only place with like decent... Actually, no, they don't even count anymore. Cookware is kind of sentimental, I guess. I think so. Do you have any plans for travel? No. I think this year, I don't know. Like we went to do our little trip. We went to me and my girlfriend did like a little like couples thing in the beginning of the year.
Good
I think
afternoon.
I'm done with the rest of the year. Hi Bamboo, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's not so much that I hate travel, Adam. It's just I don't know if I'm going to go to Novel Keys this year. Listen, I don't mean to get like not political about things. I just don't want to do anything with the state of things in the world. I feel like I'm just happy staying at home until things kind of settle down. I just don't want to be doing that. That's it. Well, even outside of like anything about sponsoring or anything, I just listen. Personal wise, I think I'm gonna take a little breather. Come to Europe. If we have to plan something, it's probably going to be for next year. Like I said, we already did our little trip at the beginning of the year for a few days. Just came back after a while, new place, kinda. How long have you been gone? Because I feel like this is not new anymore, but it's new if you haven't seen it in like the last 2 years. But it's kind of a new place. Streaming out of a basement now. Korea seems fun. I have to plan. It's kind of hard to do. It's been a year and a half, Adam. Come to Texas? Oh my gosh. Dude, the barbecue seems so good in Texas. Adam, I'm not kidding you. We moved last year. No, not last year. 2 years ago. No, actually, not last summer, but the summer before. So yeah, almost 2 years. We're getting to 2 years soon. I'll be in Toronto at some point in the summer. Will we hanging out or what's going on? I think it's been 2 years. I'm grinding my business for like 2 years like crazy. Oh, hell yeah. How's that going, Butter? What are you doing anyways? Do you mind if I ask? Ava will drive you to NK? What a good guy, dude. Will he also cook for me? Avo's such a good guy. I heard he's going to cook for everyone at the meetup. Is that true? Yes, he would. What a good guy, dude. Where are we getting an oven? We can find one. Just a little coffee shop. Oh, really, buddy? That's awesome. So is it your own thing or are you helping someone make it? I don't know where you're at. Do you want to let us know where you're at too? Is this something people can visit? Baking? Oh, baking sounds good too. Dude, you know what I've been craving? I hate to bring up food again. I'm really sorry. I really want like really fudgy brownies, bro. Like, I've been itching. I want corner pieces only. Because I want like that nice like little bite when that little crunch. I'm making my mouth water right now. But buying brownies from the store just ain't it. Yeah, I know. We actually I don't think we have a proper brownie pan or anything like that. Or a proper pan for that. I'd have to get one. Are there edge-only pans? That's funny. Love corners? Dude, so good, man. Avo, send it to me, dude. Honestly, I might go grocery shopping today, so perhaps I'll grab brownie stuff. From Indonesia, far away, I'm bootstrapping. Well, I hope it goes well, man. I hope the coffee shop goes well. Sorry, bro, I missed the unboxing part. How's the anodization? We're doing the PC one today. The PC's good. Seems like it's no scratches, nothing like that. The seal itself turned out really good, so the last time. Get out of here. There's edge-only pans? Wait, how do those even look? Is it just like long and skinny, I guess? I have this chocolate ice cream with chocolate bits in front of me right now. Ice cream sounds really good too. Dude. I don't know, okay. I have two favorite ice creams. One is a summer only thing for me, which is mint chocolate chip. But recently, I don't remember the brand. I think it's just like the store brand, which is like PC. But they have this brand with like mini peanut butter cups. But the thing is, they're salted peanut butter cups. And it's kind of like this fudgy caramel swirl thing. And it's like when you take a bite of it, it's so good, dude. You get like salt and peanut butter and chocolate. It's so good, dude. Mint chocolate chip is not toothpaste. You get out of here right now, Duck. You stop that. Bluebell banana pudding ice cream? What is that? Bluebell? Is it a brand? What is Bluebell? They didn't release pricing quite yet. No, we're thinking. They said $350 to $400 on the Keycaps page, but I mean, it could be $450. It could be $500. We don't know yet. It's a brand of ice cream? Oh, interesting. Is it like really high end? All right, we can start putting on the stabilizers now, so let's do that. Bluebell is a Texas-based / southern U.S. ice cream. It sounds like it's high end. Can we get a ban on this guy? If you can ban him, go for it. I don't know. What's a good brand here in Canada for ice cream? Bluebell's legit? I don't know what's considered a good brand here. Oh, I still need the screws. Chapman's? I feel like Chapman's is hit and miss. Haagen-Dazs? I haven't had Haagen-Dazs in a long time. Kawartha, I've only ever had one time ever, and it was really good, but Kawartha's really expensive. Quebec has some interesting ice cream brands too, I've heard, yeah. Dude, we saw Baskin-Robbins ice cream in the store the other day. They wanted like $13 for a small tub of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. I don't know why. That's the most expensive ice cream I've ever seen in a store. That seemed like highway robbery to me. I don't know if I'd pick that up for $13-14. Jenny's or whatever is all right. Is that an ice cream brand? Ottawa has a few nice small batch options. Moshu and Mary Dairy. Oh, cool. I don't think do we have small batch options like that? Dude, I should really research that. It sounds really fun to get into. That's gelato pricing? Yeah, I know. Which is crazy because it's not even gelato. It's Baskin-Robbins. What are these? Phillips heads? How's the stream, Alex, for the past 2 years now? I mean, streaming's been good. I go through my personal ups and downs of just like energy to do things, which I think is like very normal for just anything. Like, you know, it's a job, it's also being social, it's also my hobby. So I try not to burn myself out on what I love doing. Ultimately though, like the last 2 years, I've really just kind of focused in on just making the community the best that I possibly can. You know, like really monitoring what I can do better for community stuff. I made a keyboard. That was a really fun milestone with Bowl, the Manta. I really haven't like pushed too much new things that I've been doing with content. Maybe writing has been like a newer thing that I've been kind of doing the last 2 years. Like writing reviews opposed to just doing video. But I would say like overall it's good. I just hope people are happy watching content and feel like they're in a good space. That's all. You know, as with everything, there's always ups and downs. There's going to be no real new updates on Manta, just so you guys are aware. Manta's done. We're just waiting for things to ship to us. So I guess the only update that you could possibly even get to us is when they'll arrive to the vendors. And then possibly when the stainless steel ones will be complete, because they had a small delay. We're technically ahead of schedule. Technically, because we did think we were going to get late Q2. So now we're early Q2. But I expect things to ship out and stuff by mid Q2. There will be extras. I don't know about the other vendors, because other vendors seem to have sold their extras as pre-orders, which is their own prerogative to do so, I suppose. Like, it's their stock. Bowl will have extras, though. Bowl will. But bowls won't be immediately. Bowls will be after everyone's is shipped out. And then there might be B-stock units, but we might do other stuff with B-stock units, so we're not going to guarantee anything yet with B-stock. Been a while since able to join a stream. Hi, Quest. How you doing? Been a long time. Missed ya. But yeah, I would say that's it. I think you have achieved a lot. Many people I used to look up to in keyboards are not here with us anymore. Yeah, a lot of, I mean, keep it a buck with you guys. Like, streaming keyboards is not very, like, lucrative money-wise. A lot of people probably have taken a little bit of a break from that because it's too hard to earn money and make a living off of it. And also, streaming keyboards at a high frequency is a full-time job. I think the only way you can possibly make a lot of money doing keyboard stuff, or not a lot, probably even just like a, maybe a lot, I don't know, is probably doing like YouTube reviews, and you'd have to do more like general, like entry level or Amazon stuff, or like really kind of focusing on the less high-end / custom products, because those aren't the ones that are going to earn you like sponsorship deals and all these other things. Thank you, Butter. I appreciate it, man. My Manta will sit in P.O. Box alone now. They're shipping me back out for 6 months. Oh my! I hope the Manta will be your prized possession when you come back, my friend. Quick question. Yes, ain't it, my friend? I have not tried lanes yet. What are the second switches? And I think intros are on the way to me. I think I did order those. I ordered and then was also shipped a whole bunch of switches from Unikeys, and I picked up a few myself. Recently bought a bunch of granites. I hope you like them. I really wanted to build my unicorn with granites, but I ended up going with something else. Roller V2s are insanely good. I hope you enjoy those. Consoles are a full travel Gateron all palm switch. I wonder if I'd like those. All palm, I've always been a little bit hit and miss with. A very loud full travel switch. Interesting. Maybe I would like those then if they're very loud. Doing more shorts. I know you don't like doing them, but they're honestly really nice. If I'm going to be doing more keyboard shorts, toy, it's going to be like the one I did for the what's it called there? The unicorn. The problem is that literally takes a whole day of filming and editing, and then it's YouTube pays like $4 for that, maybe. So that would be my income for the day is $4. So it's just not worth it. DN Works is always cooking something. Unicorn was sick. Loved it. Thank you, man. That was a fun one to do. I just wanted to do something creative for the day that wasn't my normal. I rebuilt it as a short form content. And I just wanted to do something a little bit like creative outside the norm of what I normally do. So, okay, I made a mistake with this stab. I think the wires put in wrong. Let's fix that. Move to the S, you take home more money? I don't know. It's all right. I'll figure out life one way or another, everybody. Do you think granites would be good on an O-ring 60? My only thing with granites that I will tell you, and as much as I love them for alphas and stuff, on an O-ring 60, I do find them a bit light in sound. And depending on the plate and stuff you use, you might be better off just changing the space bar. However, the alphas and all the other switches are usually very, very nice with them. But I do feel like with O-ring builds, you might be better off with like a cherry or a milky yellow. I prefer milky yellow as a combo with it. If it's an alu plate, I'd say give it a go. Maybe Milmax it, or just like lightly put it in and don't solder it and try it out first. But you never know. Hey Shark, how you doing, man? Alex, would you say what would you say is a good way to learn the ins and outs of soldering? Just doing it. As with anything in life, here's my speech for the day. The best way to learn anything is to just do it and fail. Or do it and you do it really well. You never know because you have to try first, right? But that is my one thing I will tell anyone is the best way to learn anything is trying and possibly failing over and over and over again until you get it. Obviously, maybe it's not for you, but you never know until you try. But there's no good or bad way to learn this, by the way. Take your time, don't rush. That is the best way to do anything. Move your points to dexterity and you'll be good with soldering. How many points do I have in dex, guys? What are you guys' points allocation looking like? What's the sound difference between O-ring and gaskets? Ooh, I feel like O-ring can be a bit brighter, but also it really depends on the board itself. So I can't give you a great answer, unfortunately. 0 in charisma, -1 int, 3 strength, 1 dex. Bro. Don't kill me, Mikey. I think you have more in charisma, bro. Come on. And more in int. Oh my god, a charisma build. Who's the vendor for the seal again? Okay, so the vendors will be... Ow, I just hit my fucking elbow. It hurts so much. Divini Key, Toro Studio, Uni Keys, Monaco Keys, Neko U for Japan, Gion for Korea, Singapore, Ilum KB, Agleton Studio for Thailand, Prototypist for UK. I mean, there's a lot of vendors. Mo KB for Vietnam, International will be Z Frontier, and then apparently more vendors to be determined. So I guess it's a lot of vendors already. I don't even know who else they get, but it's a lot of vendors. Wait, did they have an EU vendor? They did. Monaco Keys. There's a lot of vendors. A lot of vendors for this. All right, we have our stabilizers installed. Let's make sure they're all actuating okay. Okay, we're good. Now we can start putting our switches on. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they keep it if they keep it around 350 mark, I'll be very happy. But we'll see. We won't know until later on, anyways. So we are going to be using some Cherry MX2As today that I lubed. Now, I'm using these springs today. I actually haven't built Cherry switches with this combo, but I actually felt like using a slightly heavier than normal spring to my usual preference. So we're doing a 65 gram Chewy spring mixed in with polycarbonate films. Or I think these are PC films. PC films, or I guess some sort of plastic film. Maybe these are a different plastic. I can't remember exactly what these are. But I got these from mechanicalkeyboards.com. And then I did 204G00. So it's going to be an interesting switch today. Yeah, these should be pretty nice. I'm excited because they do have a nice sound. I am really liking 204. It has been super duper awesome for keeping some of that like nice natural like scratch on the keyboard. So pretty happy there. Is it cool if I connect with you on email or Discord, moving back to Canada and kind of want to see if there's any jobs in the keyboard industry? Dude, email me. I can't guarantee I can get you anything, but like definitely if you want to talk about it, I can tell you, give you some like advice. Tell you right now though, unfortunately with keyboard industry stuff, it is slow. It is a bit slow. 204 I actually got from Novel Keys. I don't think they're publicly selling it though. I should ask them if they're gonna sell it, but some people still have 204. It's a little, I don't know. I find it a bit different from 3204. I would say it's closer to 3203. My thing with why I like this more though The 3204, 3203 series I find separates rather quickly, but the 204 has been excellent so far. In fact, it's been so good that I've even been using it sometimes for stabilizers when I want, on the housing anyways, not the wire, when I want the stab to sound a little bit more like scratchy, I guess. Is no one selling 204? I swear there was a few vendors selling 204 G0. Hold on. GB date will be the 20th, they said. I don't know if that's changed since they told me, which was like a week ago, but they said the 20th. 204 G00. Let's see. I mean, some people are selling it. I don't know why they have 204 labeled as Tribosis 3204 though. I'm not sure who's selling it at this point here. 3204 is what 204G0 is supposed to be. Was a Kratox trademark related thing. So is 3204... I was always under the impression that 3204 was a mix. Is that incorrect from some of the information I've read though, Dro? I've always been under the impression that it was like a combo of things. Any recommendations for tactiles? What kind of tactile you want? Do you want like a big bump, small bump? It's not supposed to be a mix if I remember correctly. So my information that I got from one of the people who's like, yeah, I always thought Tribosis stuff was, at least the public information about it was a mix of specialty mix of lube made for I can't remember what vendor it was, but someone had asked them to get a mix. So 3204 is a different company with rights from Chemours with an added emulsifier. Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. Because this is the one that I have. Fuck, these are kind of tough to put in today. What the hell? So this is what I have. This is straight from Kratox. And this is GPL 204 GD00. If you guys need the code for it. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it differs from 3204. Yeah, this is grade 00. Oh my god, this plate is a little tight. I don't have a link for this. Hold on, let me message Mike. 1 second, guys. I've been using this for linears, and honestly, I kind of prefer it for linears. I've been really into just lightly lubing things, and what I've been finding with this 204 is I have a little bit more like finer control with how I want to lube things. So I can actually put, like today I did a slightly heavier coat than I normally would, and I feel like the switches sounded a little different. And I find if I were to do that exact same thing with like a heavier lubricant, it would be tough. Okay, I asked Mike if he's willing to figure out how to stock it for you guys. Can I buy a scoop from you? I'm not selling it, but I'll ask Mike if he could get it, or maybe we can ask some vendors if they can start stocking it. It's interesting stuff, though, for sure. Are you going to try the XVX Whisper switches? Are those MX or HE switches? I feel like XVX makes HE stuff, no? Or am I incorrect? I'm probably wrong. Dude, the pins on Cherry switches, though, drive me up the walls. It's the ECHE ones. Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't placed an order for anything yet. Anyways, the whole Tribosis 3203, 3204 is a Krytox thing with... It was Krell, but yeah, talked about a few years ago when he introduced it to the community along with 20520. Yeah, I don't know. I remember... for whatever reason, I just remember 3203 and 3204 being like a custom mix. And then even there was another thing too. I don't remember the other lube, but there was like this whole other drama of like this other mix of lubricant that we lost the recipe for, which I don't know. And then people were mixing other lubes to try to get to it again. Very different time, I feel like, with experimenting with things. Do you remember the history on that one there, Dro? I really don't remember. Oh yeah, that was GHV4. Yeah. The mix, the community mix. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Carbon GS2, like Kinetic Labs, I think is not even selling anymore. Mixed by the same company that does 3204 and 3203. So interesting. So interesting. God, okay, this plate's a little tight, even for cherry switches. He's got the history on lock, bro. He has it on lock. We love that, though. We love that. Paid chatter, shake my head. This is starting to sound a bit like snake oil. Which ain't it. To tell you the honest truth, after years and years and years of lubing switches, what I can tell you is I find personally the only lubricants that I've really stuck with that make the primary of what I do, I've pretty much like given up on 3204 and 3203. As nice as they are, like they're easy to get to like a thinner coat. You can still kind of do that with 205. That's why 205 has been pretty much like my go-to. GS2 I noticed was very easy to apply and also provided a slightly different sound signature. Like minute, but it was there. I love GS2. I'm sad that it's gone. Or I guess, I don't know if it's gone completely now, but I don't know why it got taken off of their website. GS1 was pretty much the same. It was just like you needed to apply a bit more. It's different, I don't know, thickness of it, I guess. Really bummed about GS2. That was probably the lubricant that I would say was the most different from 205. And then I was kind of after a lubricant that was thinner, where I can get more natural scratch. And that's where this comes in now, where I'm really happy with it. However, like, if you apply enough of this 204 though, it almost sounds like 205. You just have to like apply thin coats. Dude, Elk One, I still have that. I'm not using it until I need to use it on a particular batch of switches. I'm waiting, dude. You bought a lifetime supply of GS2? I'm so jealous of you right now. But I have tried so many different lubricants over the years, and I have only stuck with these. I will say, though, the best lubricant you can probably buy is probably still 205. It's the easiest to obtain. It's not as expensive as GS2 was, I feel. I am still bummed about GS2. Depending on the stab wire, probably just 205. I mean, you can use other things like XHT BDZ, or you can use dielectric grease, but I think you'll get the most consistent results just using the plain Jane 205. Krytox tends to separate after a while. I have yet to have that happen. What I've found separates after enough time is most dielectric greases, but I have yet to have any of my Krytox stuff separate completely. And that's a whole other conversation. Bro, the differences in some of the lubricants for dielectric greases is actually crazy. Those make a big difference depending on what you put on. You know what? I'm tired. My thumb hurts a lot. Let's just grab the switch pusher. fuller. Pusher here. I know, my fingers are starting to hurt. Like, the top ones aren't as bad, but... Have you ever been recognized in public? A few times. I wouldn't say, like, a bunch. How would you describe the sound profiles between the Cloud line and the F1? The F1 is just a very full, bright sound signature. The Cloud line depends on how you build it. I feel like it can be a whole bunch of things. So it really does depend. Can we not use dielectric grease as a lube? No. It's too thick. Like for switches, you mean? It's too thick. I would have to even check right now, Eamon. I'm not sure. I don't even know if they're going to be delivering, considering what's going on. I would have to literally either consult with like shipping places or... Yeah, but I have no clue. I would almost probably say they're probably not going to do it. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'd love to see what you say. Wait, sorry. I'd love to see what you say. Thin coat of lube is your switch film. These are a bad example because I did a thicker coat. Do I have a Cherry MX switch? Okay, I moved everything. Next time I do a batch of Cherry MX2As, ask me to open one up. Here, to show you guys these, I'll just open one of these. This was a little bit thicker than normal. But like, you may think this is a thin coat for me still. This was a bit thicker than I normally do. Because I just wanted a slightly different sound out of these. But like, imagine half of that, basically. And I still think this is not a lot. Full Mayo mode? No, not today. And then a small tip, if you guys want to make a louder top out sound, avoid, here, I'll show you guys. This is actually an elite tip. Avoid lubing. Fuck, I want to get like nice lighting on this to show you guys. Avoid lubing here. Don't lube right above the side rail. Do not lube that and you can get a louder top out sound. If you want to subdue the top out sound, you can put a little bit of lube there. I, on MX Blacks, like putting a little bit of lube there. But yeah, you can avoid doing that, and that actually changes the whole sound of your switch. It's an elite tip. Yeah, it's some swag keys. How much I would put on a brush? Where's my brush? Where did I put my brush? Oh, here. Probably like this. You guys can't even be able to see this. Like that much. It's not much, man. And then I just, if I need a little more, I grab the same amount. Yeah, like here, maybe this is a better example. I kind of moved it towards the edge of the brush. Like that much. It's not a whole hell of a lot, man. Half the times I'm not even dipping it back into the, well, I mean, yeah, actually, no, that's a lie. I am kind of just making sure it's even on the brush. I can, hey, if you guys want, next week, I'll do a switch lubing stream. Fuck it. If you guys are curious. If I can't get the 204, would you advise me going 3203 or really light? I'd say really light 205. Just do extremely light coat of it. Do you like the SWG rubber or that style in general? I mean, I think it's cool, but I can definitely see why people think it's... Oh shit, did I bend the pin? No, we're good. I can definitely see why people think it's like hit and miss. How do we make vibrating sound go away on harder key presses? That sounds almost like a mounting issue for like the keyboard. I would have to, like, I don't know, that's a tough one to give you like over voice chat right now. I would have to like see it in person. I've done the dry build with MX2As. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, like, I've done the oil of the spring, I've filmed them. I do not like that. That's not my style. I need a little bit of lubricant on the stem. I like how it kind of creates a bit more of a bassier switch when you lube it. Not my thing, but dude, I have friends who like swear by it, so I get it, dude. Everyone's different. Everyone's a little different, you know? All right, guys. This one's not gonna go in nice. Hold on a sec. I did coat so light for 1990s pre-tools. Sometimes I thought the lube was dry. On Vint switches, I would say, yeah, lighter coats are more my thing. But yeah, I think you're all right for doing that, though. Personal preference, I guess. All right, time to solder this bad boy together. Now, another tip I can give you guys, see how you can see the switches. Make sure this is all pressed down nicely. Although I don't know why this kind of popped back up. All pressed down. We want to make sure these are sitting nicely against the PCB and not propping up. Do it to the best of your ability. And if that means you're gonna have to, put some elbow grease into pushing things together, do it. This is a very common, not mistake, but like a common thing I see, and people wonder why like their keyboard doesn't sound like super clean, and it's usually because of this. If you guys are struggling to do this, another thing I can tell you is check if there's a bent pin somewhere. That could be stopping everything from pushing down, which right there's a bent pin on that particular side. I'm struggling today with soldering in Milmax sockets. Are you flooding them by accident? Dude, some days, some days I just need to take a break and I just do it another day. But I know exactly what you mean, bro. All right. Pretty much good to go here. Everything is nicely seated. Wonderful. And looking good. Let's solder some stuff together. How are you identifying bent pins without pulling the switch to check? If you look closely, you can see the pins peeking through. And if you happen to not see a pin peeking through, oh, here's an example. Here's one that didn't pop through on both sides, which you can tell as you solder too. See that? You just take it out, you straighten it. Which pin is this? This one. And then you solder it in, or for hot swap sockets, it's a little trickier to tell, but there is still a way you can tell. So now we're gonna pop that back in. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Yeah, you can kind of see with the hot swap units. Honestly, hot swap's a little difficult. It is a little tricky, dude. Can we get a UPS update? Did you fire your logistics manager and team for those overdue bills that were sent late? No, they wouldn't update on that. I got an email, I think 2 days ago, Friday night. They're not changing any of those overdue bills. Even though they shipped it out late, like they put it in the mail and it took a while for the mail system to send it to me, they are not honoring that, and they just told me to go fuck myself and pay them. So that is all. There is no good happy ending for that. So it is what it is. I think UPS is back on my shit list when it comes to shipping again. So no more UPS for a while. Thing is, they can argue that they put it in the mail system and then the mail system was late to send it out. Like, that's what they're basically saying right now. And there's no winning with that. But yeah, there's just a bunch of problems I'm having yet again with UPS. So I am just calling it quits with them at the moment. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to even bother showing emotion towards them anymore because it's just a waste of my energy. UPS has been an awful company to deal with for a long time. They were fine for a little bit there. Like, I was having like a moment of redemption with them, but yeah, they're back on my shit list. They're a terrible fucking company. I will not be using them unless I absolutely have to for shipping things. Why not just use their drivers to drop off invoices? There's a whole bunch of... A lot of stuff with UPS just feels like very scammy. And not even just as like a business, but like as a customer of UPS, like... It's just an awful business practice how they work with their billing system. And FedEx is no better, by the way. FedEx is the same thing with their billing system too. Alex, is there a brick and mortar keyboard store in Toronto? There are technically two. One's Osume in Markham. And then also in Markham is going to be Keybay Tech / Toronto Keyboard Man. But I don't know if they're doing a new store or something like that. I hate when UPS transfers in the last mile to USPS. Almost always goes wrong. I didn't even know they transfer to USPS in the last mile. That is kind of weird. Is it for more like remote areas? Keybay Tech moved to Warden and Steeles? Well, there you go. I wasn't even sure that they announced where they moved to. That's weird. Yeah, so like what happened with me with UPS a lot recently is UPS does this thing where they drop off a package and I think there's no duties, so I accept the package because they don't state any duties. Or sometimes they just drop off a package and like I don't accept it or anything. They just put it like on the porch. And what UPS does then is weeks later, sometimes months later, they'll send me an invoice saying you owe duties for this package. But the thing is, I didn't consent to paying those. And a lot of the times it isn't even the duties like taxes for the government, it's just UPS fees. So it's stuff that they're collecting and they're profiting off of. I've called them up time and time again saying that I don't want to accept packages like that, and I think that's a scam. And none of them agree. Even I know it's not their business to agree or not to agree, but like you would think that the people who have the jobs there would like at least try to be helpful, but they're like vehemently, passionately denying any fault of USPS, like UPS, like they own the company or something. But they take it very personally when you try to call in and be like, "Yo, I don't like that." So for a while there, I basically didn't use UPS for like a good 2 years. Only when customers shipped me things and they had no other options, but it was still a headache to deal with. During the last bit of time here, UPS seemed to have gotten a little bit better, and they were offering like really good fares for stuff, and it was just better. And then now they're back to their normal bullshit. I've only won those using email and communication. I never call. Thing is with email, they just don't respond to me, dude. I don't know. It's just a bad experience though, man. Especially with keyboard stuff. Like, you think it would be a little bit like nicer overall to deal with, but do I use flux? This is Russian core, so the flux is like built into the solder, I believe. Down with private mail services? Well, I'm going back to Canada Post. So I am no longer going to be shipping anything unless clients ask for it with UPS. There's been more issues with UPS, more than I'm even telling you guys now. They're just being very fraudulent with fees. I'd love to ship things with DHL, man, but oh my god, it's so expensive. What do you think about the Neo 75? The board is in stock now. Get it, dude. The Neo 75. I mean, I would say most of the Neo boards have been absolutely fantastic. I have no complaints at all with any more modern Neo release. They've been really good. That's what I always use as evidence, is poor customer service. Have you had any luck with them, Drew? Recently, with the stuff that you were going through with them? I think it was you, right? Where can I get the black Decimat in the stream? This was a product of Protozoa, but Protozoa has been very strange, and if they're still running and selling this, I probably wouldn't buy it from them. They have been a very weird keyboard company for communication and delivering things. I have a friend that ordered a Starforge PC and UPS delivered it, but his Ring camera caught the box falling off the truck and damaging it, and they still act like it wasn't their fault. Reminds me of what happened to my chair. I hope that goes well for your friend. It's bullshit that the video isn't enough, though. Favorite Keygeek switch right now? Dude, those PA switches. Quest. Keygeek PAs, look them up. We used them recently. I put them on this board. Fuck, dude. The PAs are kind of nice. They are kind of a great switch, dude. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice, man. I'm big happy with them. Aren't the PAs the regular HMX sound? I don't think so. Do you guys think PAs sound like the standard like HMX sound profile? I personally disagree, but I think PAs have a bit more of like a slight bass to them, like most Keygeek switches have. Jasmine V2s. Oh, okay, I should check that out then. A slightly uniqueness. I think so. I think they're a bit more unique. Again, I think my interpretation of Keygeek versus HMX is Keygeek seems to make deeper sounding switches overall. How are the smoothies? Here's the thing about smoothies, right? I've used them twice now for customers, and I've literally forgot what they sounded like. And it's weird because maybe that just means they're forgettable to me. DHL is the worst customs brokerage. I actually wholeheartedly think DHL's is pretty like whatever. Like it's normal. I think UPS is the worst, bro. So just as to tell you what the brokerage fee is, one of my packages recently. This was a keyboard mouse, or sorry, not a keyboard mouse, a desk mouse, like a mouse for the computer. It was an $100 mouse, bro. All right. I bought it. It came in. This is about 2-3 weeks ago. It came in, and I wonder if I still have the bill. Hold on. I think so. Hold on a second. I'm actually super interested in showing you guys this. Is this it? Okay, this is it here. You just like hide all these important bits. Okay, here is the bill. Again, I'm just folding it up. Check this out. This was the mouse that costs $100 US, so it would be like 140 Canadian. There is the, where is it? So here is the Canadian Custom HST, so the harmonized sales tax. For whatever reason, they wanted to charge me $35.35 on this, which is really, really expensive, by the way. So that makes no sense right there. Not sure why. And I didn't know why either, but I will tell you guys why. Here is the brokerage tax, because they charged me an entry prep fee and government charges of almost $117. And then here is some more random fees: tariff line fee, online fee, disbursement fee, $136 on the mouse. I called in and asked what the hell's going on here. Like, if anything, not even these fees, like, why is this fee so expensive? UPS determined that they thought I was, or the company was undervaluing the mouse. So they labeled the mouse at $300 and something. They changed it. I did get back $20 from this. So just as an FYI, I did call in and was like, it's not, here's the link. But these fees, the government charges and entry prep fee. The entry prep fee is what they're calling their brokerage fee for using UPS to clear the package into Canada. So I didn't get asked if, this is not like it wasn't one of those things where it's like, do you want UPS to clear it for you? I didn't do that. This was just showed up to my door one day, and they actually did give me the bill. That was when I paid at the door. But I didn't actually really know what this was, because they didn't give me the box. I think I told you guys half of this story. But these are the fees I paid. This is what UPS has been doing on the regular for clients, for me, for everyone. This isn't abnormal, by the way. This isn't like a one-off thing. This has happened so fucking often. I don't know what any of these fees are. I don't know why I'm paying a government tax plus a government charge plus additional lines of tariffs. Who knows? And this is the problem. I kid you guys not. And I hope to bring awareness to this. I don't fucking know what any of these things are, because these lines, I've gotten other lines that have been, that's been other things. They change up what these call, what these things are called every now and then. But none of this makes sense. Why should I pay $70 for UPS to fill out some paper for me? I feel like that should be part of the fucking shipping fee. Anyways, this is exactly why I don't want to do it anymore. I've spoken to some other companies recently, and I re-signed my contract for Canada Post, and essentially their brokerage fees are $3 per product. So luckily now I can pay upfront $3 when I do something, and they'll handle all the paperwork for me. So, and it's stupid. It's legitimately stupid. Now, the brokerage fees I've gotten consistently from DHL has been around $25, which, you know what? I'm fine with doing that if they want to handle all the getting into Canada okay. So it's frustrating. It's disheartening to see hey, I have to spend how much money to get something in here because UPS wants to collect 14 lines of fees. And what the hell's an online fee, bro? How does Canada Post contract work? Can anyone get that? I mean, I don't ship out a lot, but I reached out a long time ago and I happened to get a contract. It's the bare minimum, but at least now I have a little thing where it's okay, if you want to ship out stuff, we can give you these rates. I'm pretty sure anyone can get it, but you have to prove that you're shipping a few products per month. Yeah, your name is Alex Fee. Here, pay $10. Yeah. Canada Post has business rates. Yes, but I don't qualify for anything that's over 1,000 packages per month or whatever. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of what I have to deal with, and that's what I mean. There's more to all this story. I don't feel like telling because it's really boring. But yeah, it's just stupid. It makes me really frustrated. It's been a frustrating thing. Like, I hate days where my whole day is consumed by just figuring out things with UPS. I'm looking for a full palm switch like the clack bits. Oh, what was that one you guys were just telling me about for Toxic Piano? There was a full palm switch you guys were telling me about. The Quanos or whatever? The Conos? I haven't tried these personally, but someone was mentioning some full palm switch before. Konsus, yeah, and Lunars, yeah, those ones. Perhaps those. Gat smoothies? Were Gat smoothies full palm? I don't remember now. FYI, guys, I do have to be a little bit sensitive on time today. So if there's something extra we wanted to do after the stream today, and by the way, there's not enough new submissions, so we're not going to do Sunday photos today. I know we just did it on Friday. But I have to get off around 3:30 because I do have an appointment to go to. Yeah, it's a steel case chair. I don't really like it. I think I prefer... So we got my girlfriend got like a few chairs from her old job, I think, or one of her jobs or something. And you know when like offices close or relocate, they sell chairs for really cheap or just give them away? These were part of that. So we have this, and we have... Now the other one's not as pretty looking, that's why I don't use it on stream. But it's an old Herman Miller Aeron. I kind of prefer the Aeron. I don't mind this one, but it's okay. Like, it works. It was the cleanest one out of all of them. Like, I did a deep clean on this. It looks good. My issue with this particular one is I think I'm just not really into fabric seats. I kind of prefer, like, the mesh seats. Because these kind of make my ass sweat some days, you know? Maybe it's TMI. Aeron looks good. Why no stream? It's so dirty. Like, it's something I can't clean, but it's like... I guess it was just really old, but yeah, it's like browned in some areas now. It's supposed to be gray. It kind of almost looks like it has sun damage as well, but... Swamp ass. Yeah, the Herman Miller's nice. You guys were telling me about a particular chair as well a while ago too that I looked into. But chairs are kind of expensive, so I'm not picking up a new one. Well, unfortunately, mesh is easier to clean if you drop something on it, but like I guess this was like damaged with like a chemical or some sort of dye where it's like penetrated through whatever the mesh was. Sell the ass sweat as keyboard sauce. Damn, my boy got the ideas. All right, let's put this all away now. I'm also gonna quickly wash my hands because I don't love the feeling of soldering now. Let's put this away, and now we have soldered in our switches. Looking good. So your ass has... What happened? Your chair has shine? I thought you said my ass has shine. I was like, damn. Are we talking about desk chairs? I'm shopping for one right now and I'm exhausted with the options. Mikey, I know a little bit about chairs. I think people here know more. What are you looking at exactly? What are your options right now, my friend? All right. So let's start putting this together. don't know what keycaps I want to use. I almost feel like Kaiju is a good choice to go with the accent. But I don't know. I feel like we just did Kaiju recently. Do we do Kaiju? I don't know. I'm not sure. Quick Pangea sound test if you get time. I want to use Key Geeks for my brass bottom orbit. Okay, give me one moment. I'll do it after I screw these in. Oh wait, this is the wrong bit. I work at my desk a lot, have hip and lower back issues as a bigger guy in weight, only 5'9". Most of my work is writing, sometimes streaming and gaming. Honestly, consider the Aeron. Out of all I've used a lot of chairs. The Aeron has been the most consistent one that I constantly been like, yeah, I like sitting in this. I would say the Embody is also a great chair that people tend to really go for. I do think the Embody wasn't personally my favorite. The Embody, I noticed, I tended to like shift around a lot. I would personally say if it helps narrow down your search, the Aeron has been absolutely fantastic. Their sail's good too. I don't know if I haven't tried the sail in like a gaming thing yet, you know? Yeah, the Embody I feel like is a great desk chair where you're sitting down in one position. I feel like the Aeron has a bit more like positioning and things and attachments you can get to it where it feels maybe better for like a gaming chair as well. I know some people think the Embody is like a great gaming chair because they had that collab thing with it, but I actually disagree. Yeah, hi Oak, how you doing? Not gonna lie, I went through all the office chairs and landed on the Anthros chair. Just got in yesterday, unsure how I feel about it so far, but it's definitely better than my old one. Wait, is Anthros the brand? I actually have not heard of that. Or is that a Herman Miller chair? Yeah. The Embody is interesting. I don't know if I'm completely sold on it myself, even though that was technically the only chair I've ever purchased in my life. I'm not even using it anymore. My dad has it. Like I don't use it. I'm using this one here where my girlfriend got it from, like the office for free type thing. The Secret Lab, okay, believe it or not, my girlfriend really likes the Secret Lab chair. That's the one she's using. She likes that because she likes the wider base of it. But I personally can't use those type of chairs. They're not for me. God, this is pretty looking already. I like the accent on this so much. So, okay, my only real criticism for this board so far is whatever piece this is needs to be readjusted. Everything on the board, okay, actually, and the screws. These are Phillips head screws. I would like to see a better screw head for this. I feel like that's a really easy thing for them to do. Everything seems very well thought out with this otherwise. Exposed screws on the bottom are nice. The colors seem really great. The quality of this seems really good. The PCB options are phenomenal. There's not really much I can even sit here and criticize. I think they've obviously learned from their past keyboards. The plate seems good. I like the mounting points on this a lot. It's pretty standard fare though when you come with like a top mount, I guess. But ooh, for some reason my camera just struggles with this like brushed, whatever, not brushed, but the pathing on the machining mark here. This doesn't fit in there. I'm not going to put this in. I don't know if this is completely necessary to include, by the way. But this seems to scrape the edges and then also sit on a warp. So I'm just going to ignore this for now. Are there different size screws? There are. Okay, I have to be mindful of that. We could put modern mats on this. That could be cool. We'll see. We'll see what we do. As a Secret Lab owner, my back issues come more from having a weak core than the chair. I mean, there's definitely that too. You definitely have to keep yourself in shape. That's a big one. Why don't we see leaf springs as much? I feel like we do, sort of. So nice.
You're right, bro, would be cool if you build my Ramen A60 when it comes in via build service.
Would love to. Did you put in a request, my friend? I would love to do that, dude. Mainly because, dude, not only do I want to build it for you, but I also want to check out the Ramen A60. Hey Alex, what do you do when you have too many keyboards and want to lose some? I was thinking about giving them away to friends and selling them. Okay, outside of giving them to you guys, friends and family is usually the best bet. And then what I usually find also helps if you're really at a loss for what to do with your keyboards, see if they have friends and family. The last thing you could do is maybe just give them away to the community members. If you don't want to sell your own boards, that is. I would probably recommend just selling them if you need to. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Cool. Ooh, giving them up at a meetup would be really neat too. I think that's a fun suggestion. A meetup giveaway. What other design projects, non-keyboard related, have you been into these days? Interesting question. I mean, I've always been into cameras. I've recently been into like the design and aesthetic of records and vinyl. And this is a weird one because I've always been like kind of into this. I've always loved like interior design and like, you know, the design of a room and the aesthetic of like how that makes you feel. But I think I'm really exploring ambient lighting lately. Like that has been like my hyper focus the last like 2 weeks. I actually can't talk anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna go find keycaps. She said the thing. I'm gonna go find keycaps because I'm being bullied. I'm pretty sure it's bullying. Like I'm pretty positive. I can't say for certain, but it feels like it. Let's see what I have for keycaps here. Let's go on this. I'm pretty sure. Serica? Pretty sure it'll be. Let's see what I have here. I mean, this would be a fun set. Honestly, Mecha Kaiju, I think, would be a fun redemption on this board. I feel like we haven't used this set in a hot minute. No? Yeah? Oh yeah, Quest, let me do it right now. Mecha Kaiju? Nah? Adam, can you do a poll? Here is a sound demo of this board. I do have Mars Cadet. All right, hold on a sec. Let me go get Mars Cadet. No to Mars Cadet? Well, then what do you want to do? What do you guys want to do then? Let's set this. I mean, this would look pretty with it. If you guys want to do, what is this, the stone set? Stone base kit? I know it's all fucked up right now, but I don't know. Alex, oh, you already did the thing. Polybius? I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Oh, Modern Materials is on the voting list. Okay. I mean, it seems like people want Mecha Kaiju. I think Mecha Kaiju would be kind of fun. I don't know if I put mutagen on this. It has the orange accent. And, you know, you guys are right from mentioning this earlier. Well, I guess we're using Mars Cadet. Let me go get Mars Cadet. Someone spent the points. Someone spent them all up. One moment while I go find Mars Cadet. What does the box look like that for that again? Mars Cadet. Mars Cadet. I think it's this one, right? That's copper. It's this one. Looks like that's the winner. Not fair? Well, I mean... Wait, what am I doing? I need the keyboard. Stop the steal? I mean, not much we can do. That's life. Dude, Hammond, thank you for the 5 tier 1s. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Let's do this. I appreciate the 5 gifted, bro. All right. Well, someone spent the points. Who was it again? Was it Keep Science? Keep Science spent the points already, guys. Unfortunately, the poll no longer matters. Points were used. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do. This ain't a bad choice though. Yeah, I don't feel like this is a bad choice at all. Like the orange is pretty nice, complements the accent. I think we're in good hands. We're in very good hands right now. Neflock wins all around. I mean, technically, Riley does win. Pretty much. He's sitting smiling right now at this. He is sitting and smiling. It does look good, though. I mean, so far. Dog, Mecha Kai Jr. doubled Mars Cadet. I know. So the rules, in case someone's maybe like wondering what the hell's happening, there is a redemption on Twitch where people can redeem points they've been accumulating. And you can redeem them for choosing the keycap for builds. Unless it's a client build that already has a keycap set. That is the only... Oh, and Greg. Fuck Greg. We don't use Greg. But you can redeem them. We need a 400k and 500k option. Deal. I'll make something fun. I thought points were just for Gamba. Some people like to just have them. Mars Cadet is fine, just not crazy about white mods. Was there an option for... I don't think so, right? No. I think you're kind of forced into this. I know, I like this person. I think it's good. As someone just getting into the hobby and wants to explore a build with you, what's the best way to reach out? Need a bit of guidance on what's out there. If you want guidance, simply send me an email. I think that's these two are backwards. That is the best way. Truth be told, I would say put a build request, not just a normal like email request. Do a build request, that way there I get a sense of what you're looking for. Just put in the note section that you're looking for guidance. But probably easier, and then even outside of me, like if you're finding maybe like you want just quick answers and maybe you don't want to wait for like an email back or something, dude, our Discord's super helpful. People are very helpful there. Plus, like, it's more insightful to probably reach out to a bunch of people than just me. I hate and love to say it, but like there are some pretty good people who know a lot about keyboards, probably more than me, in the Discord. Should I fill it out like a TBD? Yeah, I think that's fine too. And then just like try to answer whatever questions I have there, like layout and stuff like that. And then again, just put it inside like the build notes, saying you're looking for like guidance and helping pick parts and stuff. And then if you need me to build it for you too, do let me know those details as well. That way there I can help plan that for you as well and give you like pricing and stuff. I would go with the globe novelty for the escape here. You can do that. Are these prices in bits or something else? For which story, Cobra? Gang, I feel like being unproductive today. Yo, honestly, bro, don't stress. If you feel like being unproductive, that's not a big deal. It's a Sunday. Don't feel like you need to be productive every day. Oh, to choose a cap set. They're just channel points. You don't have to purchase anything. There's no need. You don't need to go out of your way to buy stuff. I've never made anyone do that. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I think even, again, unsolicited advice maybe. I feel like the best piece of advice I've ever been given is you don't need to give 100% of your energy every day to working and being productive. It is totally fine. Like, your 100% will vary from day to day, and it is totally fine to like have nothing in the tank. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Nice? It does look good with this set. You gotta admit. You can't be hating on this. Mars Cadet's a good fit for this. Yeah, this is a good looking keyboard. Alright, you know what? I think putting keycaps on it and seeing it in person, I'm very happy with this. We'll see what the final price is. This is one of those, I wouldn't say rare cases, but I mean, you've seen me pick apart keyboards. I don't think there's anything to pick apart here. I think Sensy's clearly done a good job designing this. There is some minor things I'd like to change. I really don't think there's much design-wise, mounting point-wise I can even see right now. The plate's a little tight, but like I don't hate that. Like, it's not a criticizing point that I can give you. So, well, I mean, let me plug this in and see how it sounds. And then we can quickly go over just stuff that I ended up thinking was a bit more unique about the board. All right, let's see. Plugs in. Does this load up into VIA? I mean, it might not have a VIA option right now, though, so we do have to consider that. Let's see. We'll try VIA and Vial. Maybe this will be a point of criticism. So VIA nothing, and then Vial. Let's see. It loads up in Vial. Already a big plus here too, because the board's like still early. So that's a good thing. It's a good sign. Loads up in Vial. Don't have to worry about getting a file or anything like that. Hell yeah. So again, this is going to be a top mount. We weren't given all the gaskets. I was only given what's inside the case. There wasn't much. Or not even the gaskets, like the top mount gasket blocker things, whatever you want to call them. I don't know which one in particular they sent over, so we'll get some clarification afterwards. I was really hoping we can experiment with those. But let's see how this sounds. We're using Cherry MX2As with, I believe, is the aluminum plate. They didn't really give me a spec sheet, unfortunately. But let's see. And we're using GMK keycaps. I mean, yeah, it sounds good. Ooh, the spacebar has like an undertone to it. It's like a... Ooh, okay, I like the spacebar. The alphas seem a little bit... I think I would want to try some of those other durometer gaskets out. Yeah, I would say almost like they feel a little bit hollow. Yeah, we'll try the plastic sheet too. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we'll see. Love the spacebar on this though. Oh, okay, hold on one sec. It could also be because this is polycarbonate too. But let's see. Let me put that PC sheet in as well. Where did I put my screwdriver? Let's try that. I don't know if that's necessary to keep in there, but we'll slap it back in. Can you gently tap the spacebar? I'll check it after this. I don't think mine's ticking at all though. I almost feel like maybe the aluminum will be the better choice. You know what too? This is one of those few boards where it doesn't have like all the internal ridges like I normally kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of love that design feature. So this is a bit more of like a flatter sound profile overall. Let's carefully put this sheet in, because again, I don't really know how we're supposed to do this. So my quarrel with this sheet is it doesn't actually fit very nicely into the case. It seems almost too big. It kind of, to show you guys, I don't know if there's a good way to do this. You guys see how it like bubbles up in the middle? I can't seem to keep it down. It's just too big, so it's actually creating pressure on the side and then bows upwards. I mean, it shouldn't realistically do anything, because it's not like it's going to short the PCB. I'm just kind of weirded out by that. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to be here, is the weird part. I'm not sure. We'll just try it. I don't know what the point of the sheet. It was in there when we got the board. I'm just gonna try it out and see if it does anything. So, I mean, my thought so far on the sound profile is it does almost have like a traditional sort of top mount sound. I would say the alphas on the PC version seem a little bit quiet. I think maybe even going with a polycarbonate plate might actually give that some more oomph, believe it or not. Maybe the aluminum is just causing some sort of like emptiness. The spacebar is fantastic, but we'll give this a go too with the sheet inside. It could reduce some of the hollowness, I'm not sure. All right. Did it? Hold on a sec. I would say they're just a little underwhelming, especially for an MX2A build, because we know how Cherries sound. Just a smidge underwhelming in the alphas. But then again, yeah, it could also be that just maybe MX2As are just not the switch for this. Maybe we do need like a really deep switch. Time for some Alps. It is a nice overall sound though from like the spacebar, and I don't even mind the alphas. I will admit though, like, are these the best alphas I've ever used? From my personal preference, probably not. I love the feeling of the keyboard. It feels like a top mount, but also doesn't at the same time. Like you get nice isolation from those gasket pads. HMX on it. No, I don't think a brighter switch would have been super, super conducive to this. Where I think this would have done really well, a PC plate. A PC plate, if you guys are looking for that like really full sound signature, I think a plastic plate of some sort in this board would have been fire. Even those 4mm PCBs, or sorry, those 4mm plates, those would have been fire in this board too. Yeah, normally, just for the sake of like referencing what I like, top mounts, I'm very big into plastic plates. I find you get that nice, like, deep, bassy sound signature. Can I try different buffer strips? Guys, I don't have anything in the box. This is all I received. Everything you see right now, that's it. That's all I have. There's nothing else. I would have loved to try some different stuff with this. Maybe we can ask them. There's still time. That's all they sent. Can PC provide a more bright sound signature on foamless builds? I've always found PC to be a slight deeper sound signature. I don't think PC has ever been brighter in any case for me. Like, you usually get a bit of more bass or maybe sometimes a bit more fullness. Aluminum is where you would find more of a brighter sound signature. Maybe for Sensy, something I probably would have done for maybe just the PC build is added some internal ridges on the inside. It is just a flat bottom with a very small weight poking through. Like, it's not a full through weight. So perhaps that's why it's a bit more like, not hollow, but almost kind of thin. Other than that though, I think the keyboard has I would say an okay sound signature with this particular combination. I think it can be better though, depending on using different parts. We also didn't get all the parts. Love the design of this. This looks fantastic. It is a good looking keyboard in polycarbonate. I probably would have gone for like the brown one myself. I think it looks great in brown. PC plus alu housing would make this perfect. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Did they go with the copper bars for PC case because of the way it looks? Probably. Again, we were only given one combination of things. This has so many ways you can build it, so it's hard to tell you guys like definitively, does this sound like this in all builds? I'm not sure. Again, would love to revisit this with a plastic plate. I think this with a plastic plate would have been fire. But no, it turned out good. I think it turned out great. Is this worth the price point? For what you're getting inside the box and the options you can pick from, if this can maintain itself to a reasonable price point of in and around $360 to $400, I would say this is probably worth your money. If you like the sound signature that you've seen so far, if you like the design aesthetic of this, if this ends up shooting up to like $500 fully decked out, not including EC stuff, I might have a bit more reservations. Like, it does seem quite expensive for something like this when we've seen other boards with just as many parts. And, you know, I would say, like, I don't know the MOQ they're basing this off of, but, you know, it's a hard sell just because there are other things out there. Looks pretty, though. Comfort-wise, it is very comfortable to type on. It does seem a little bit higher typing angle-wise. Like, it doesn't seem like the standard, like, 6.5 to 7.5. Probably a little higher. And then the typing front height over here is comfortable. So nice. Very comfortable. Pillow, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. All right, though, guys. That is pretty much the stream. We'll give you guys one more little sound test here with the music playing in the background. They did a great job on the spacebar, though. They really did. Okay, I really strongly feel this. I need to say this one more time in case anyone wants to, like, really, like, I want to drive the point home here. I really feel like a plastic plate would have popped on this. I'm very confident in saying that. If you guys are interested in the board and we're like, oh, I'm hesitant about the sound signature, I can feel a little bit of like micro vibrations from the plate. I really think a plastic plate would have just taken this to the next level. Win key sound test? The sound is still good though. I want to put that out there. I don't mind the sound. I've just heard, to my ears with the same switch, slightly better alphas on other boards. That's it. Milky yellows might be really good on this too, or even granites, something a bit deeper sounding. They have a 4mm option too, which seems freaking awesome. I loved it in the Smoke 65. Loved it. It was a very cool sound signature. All right, though, guys. That pretty much concludes the stream, though. Let's go find someone to raid. This was a good... The plate sits on them, no? And yours are copper? I mean, I don't... The plate doesn't really sit on them, no. The plate screws into the top. And the buffer strips on the bottom, I think, contact... You can kind of see it here, right? The buffer strips contact the... Here, I'll show you guys. Very, very minor. Actually, I don't even think it does contact it. But they slightly sit on the gasket more so. Like the cushions. You know what I mean? Like, they're screwed into the top, though. So I don't think it has anything to do with the copper piece. I'd be hard-pressed to say it's the copper piece. I mean, you know what it also could be? I don't want to... Usually with PC boards, you don't really get this. It also could be a slight issue of needing something to force break this. Separate some of this together. But I also don't want to do it on a PC version because the PC version would look terrible with that, right? You can do it, you just need to do it better. But they did say in the writing that they were trying to aim away from doing that. Yeah, the buffer strip is supposed to do it. Yeah. How often is Sunday photos? Well, we did it on Friday this time, so... Alright, though, guys. Let's go find someone to raid. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Love you. Thank you for being here, and let's go raid Marshmallow. Copy. Yeah, it's a vibe-based thing. We'll do it. I mean, we already did it Friday. There wasn't enough submissions, so. Thank you, guys. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is the start of the subathon. FYI. We are starting to give away boards tomorrow. There will be about 15 boards to give away, I think, now. And a bunch of other random stuff. And it's going to be a week-long thing, so I'm not going to do like 5 builds in one day. It's going to be like 1 build over the course of like, until next Sunday, basically. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll explain all the rules and stuff then. But see you guys. Love you and bye-bye.